It's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Love Spell! Yay, look, we got our hat back! Anyway, look, I get excited about the hat, okay? Let's see if we can keep it through the whole episode. It's probably not going to happen, because I'm going to move and adjust myself, and my mouse is going to go sliding off my screen. I should not sit on my couch when I play these games, because my couch kind of sucks, and the cushions just... You have to flip them constantly, and, like, right now my butt hurts, so... I'm going to move to adjust myself to a comfortable position, and my mouse will slide, and we'll lose her hat, and I'll cry. But anyway, we're continuing Enix's Route Under the Stars, Episode 3. Here we go. The next evening, I glance at the mirror as I look over my appearance. Oh, look, now we can do this. Good. Oh, magical girl transformation. I love this, by the way. I love the little sexy pan up. Not just of us, we get this of all of our boys at some point too, and it's amazing, and I love it. I've swapped out my usual clothes for a more feminine-looking outfit, and I even did my hair and makeup. And see, that's a little detail, like, okay, so she would normally say this, and, like, sometimes our little, like, sprite thing over here might not even change, but we definitely don't get the little, like, fun magical girl transformation pan-up thing going on, and I love the fact that that's there. It's just, it's a little detail that I like. Oh my god, she can... That's perfect. Anyway. It's not my usual look, so I can't help but feel a little nervous. Philia, how do I look? I feel like I overdid it. I mean, I don't even know where we're going. What if we're just getting burgers or something? Who gets us dressed up for burgers? Ugh, I'm gonna go change.
Nonsense!
Philia's heart on her hat can wear the hat that has a heart on it, and then just imagine that that heart on that hat has a little hat, and it's just like hatception. Well, it's just Inception. But, you know.
Master looks super duper cute in her new outfit and makeup. Philia 10,000% approves. Mr. Enix will definitely have heart palpitations once he sees you.
At the mention of Enix, I can't help but turn around curiously towards Philia. See, now we can put it on a ring. I'm so happy to have her at that. Actually, Philia, I've been thinking about that and, well... Are you sure it wasn't some other spell I cast? Honestly, he doesn't seem any different than the Enix I know. Which makes me think that he's always been in love with you, stupid! I don't know, I never got that far enough in his route to know, but I'm just saying. That's my theory.
Are you expecting a dramatic confession on only episode 3?
What did you say?
Ahem! Philia knows that Master doesn't have much experience in love, so it's hard for her to understand, but the truth is, love comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Just like cheese.
There she goes. She's comparing my life to cheese again.
Love is expressed in many different ways by many different people. To not be able to understand it doesn't mean you should think it's simply not there altogether. Even though Master may not understand its love right now, Philia thinks she'll definitely understand it when the time comes.
Philia's voice hurts me, but I love doing it. Oh, so weird.
So, for now, just have fun with Mr. Enix and don't think about it too much. Sheesh, you're too much of a worrywart. Learn to live a little, woman.
It probably annoys the fuck out of all of you, but suck it up, Buttercup, because I'm having fun. I guess you're right, Philia. I'll try to make the most of the situation as best I can. At least, at the end of all this, I'll have some new memories with my best friend to cherish. That's more than good enough for me. Oh, we're so gonna get our heart fucking ripped out. Okay. Jingle. Hey, downstairs. Want to get going? The shrubbery can wear the hat. It's a very nice shrubbery. I like its little hat on its laurels, especially. Anyway, as I reach the front of the building, I turn around to see Enix scrolling through his phone. I can't help but take a quick, deep breath as I slowly walk over and tap his shoulder to get his attention. Sorry, I'm tired. Sorry, did you wait long? Look! He's got a fucking 20-sided die as a necklace. So you want to call us a nerd? This nerd is the nerd. Nerd. I'm a little bit of a nerd too, but... no. Not at all. What's with the face, huh? Don't tell me I look weird! No, it's nothing like that. I just... You look good, Spacey. Thank you. You, look good too. We're so awkward! It's like a first date, but we're not actually on a date, but it's kind of a date. Yeah, Thanks. You do look good. You're pretty hot. Anyway. By the way, where are we going exactly? Oh, right. This is not actually us, it's him. So, oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you, didn't I? Well, check it out. Enix leaned slightly over to show me a post on social media about the grand opening of an amusement park. That happens a couple times too, where the name's wrong on the thing, but it's pretty obvious who's talking. You're like, wait, I think, no, this isn't us. Right, okay. Remember where our old elementary school used to be in the northern part of town? Apparently some rich tycoon got a hold of the land and built a small park right on it. From this post, it says it just opened last week. Thought it'd be fun to go check it out. What do you think? You still in? Of course! That sounds so exciting! I had no clue! Ooh, we can wear that. What about your friends? Are we meeting them there? Yeah, it's closer to their place than ours. I told them you were coming with me and they're excited to meet you. Wait, they know about me? Duh! Me and Isla talked about you all the time over there. And they're a lively bunch, but they're good people. I played tons of dice and dungeons with them when I was abroad, and they kept me sane for the most part. That sounds wonderful. And look, see, Dice and Dungeons. That's what they called it in here, Dice and Dungeons. But in his thing, it says Dungeons and Dragons, but it's Dice and Dungeons. Shh. Probably because copyright reasons, but I just thought it was funny when I was reading the thing earlier to you guys. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not what they call it in his path, because this was fresh in my mind. Anyway, fresher in my mind than everything else. That sounds wonderful. I'm looking forward to meeting them. Maybe you guys could include me in the next game? Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love that. Oh, we should get going, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, we gotta catch the bus since my car's getting work done today. Let's go. Look at I love when his eyes open when he's like blushing, awkward, looking away. As Enix and I step on the regular bus heading uptown, we're surprised to find a giant crowd of people all cramped inside. As we're boarding, the bus driver informs us that the previous bus broke down, and all of its passengers were forced to ride on this one. There are no seats left, but we managed to find a small opening near the back. Boop. The seat can wear the hat. I'm going to try to find that all the seats can fit the hat. This one. As we stand closely next to each other, I nervously play with the ends of my hair. I watch as Enix clears his throat before eventually turning over to me after several minutes of silence. So, nice weather today, huh? Yeah? God, could this get any more awkward? I'm literally dying. You're both being awkward as fuck. Okay. We're not gonna give him the accent in his route, but I'm just gonna do it like, hey lady, watch where you're pushing. There ain't no damn room. That's not even the accent I gave him the first time. That's something else, but have fun with that one. I cannot do it. I could give him a bad French accent. I wouldn't be able to romance him. I'd be like, no, you sound ridiculous when I do that accent. Anyway, the funny thing is she doesn't like, oh, it's that dude, hide me. As another bus passenger walks down the heavily crowded aisle, he accidentally shoves Enix's back. Glitter! My eyes widen as Enix's face is once again centimeters from mine. Kiss him. Unable to move, my back is pressed up against the bus wall and Enix's arms trap me in his personal space. Kiss him.
Go on and kiss the boy.
Unexpected Little Mermaid. Oh god, he's even closer than last time. I hope I brushed my teeth. Sorry, I don't really have any space to move back. It's fine. I understand. What should I do? Kiss him! But really, that isn't an option this time. Stare at him. Look, I chose that the first time, and I know I could choose avert your gaze to be different, but I'm choosing stare at him like, bitch, come on. I decide to take the opportunity and stare at Enix a few moments longer. He's so close I can make out even the smallest of details in his cerulean eyes. My breath hitches as he stares back into my eyes. A few seconds later, Enix teasingly pokes my forehead to break my gaze. Because it's making him feel awkward because he's like, I want you so much. We're on a bus. Don't look at me like that, dummy. Like, this is adorable. I love this. We're just like, oh! It's perfect. Suddenly, the bus comes to a complete stop. We've reached our destination. It's our first CG of his. Anyway. The door opens and passengers begin to exit. As I'm leaving, I spot the tips of Enix's ears peeking out through his hair. They're bright red, matching my own. As we walk in through the doors of the bustling park, we can't help but smile as we take in the sights all around us. Sorry, I'm trying not to yawn, but I'm tired. Wow! This is so cool! Look at all these rides! I want to ride the rabbit. And we're going to put the hat on it. Yeah, this place looks great. And they really went all out, huh? Damn, I'm kind of excited now. Our conversation is suddenly interrupted as a tall, foreign-looking man comes up from behind us and places a hand on Enix's shoulder. Okay, so... because he says mate, I assumed he was Australian, and I did the worst fucking Australian accent for this character. And I'm gonna do it again, and it's bad, and I'm sorry. It's gonna be worse, because now I'm like, instead of just doing it, I'm gonna be like, oh god, it's gonna sound terrible, so... Enix! Mate, you made it! Good to see you! See, it's terrible, but it's okay. Chaz? Is that you? I thought you said you weren't coming overseas with the others. Was originally the plan, but I thought, hell, why not? It's summer vacation. Gotta live a little, right? I don't even know. It's not even. It's got a little Irish in it. I don't even know what the fuck accent this is. It's not Australian. I don't know what it is. I could do... The weird thing is I could probably do an Australian accent if I was... Not a good one, but a decently bad one. If I was just saying random things, but when I'm trying to read, it doesn't come out right. So he is whatever the fuck he is. It's some kind of nonsensical country, okay? He's got a weird fucking accent. Let's all just agree it's just... He's from Chazbania, okay? That's where he's from. They named the country after his family. His whole family is named Chaz. He's from Chazbania. That's... Okay, anyway. I ended up hitching a ride. Sorry for the intrusion. Oh, good man. It's good to see you, too. It's definitely been a while. He's the only one who gets a name. The other ones just get foreign friend or whatever, number 1, 2. So they don't get accents or they just get whatever. He's special. He gets a special voice. He doesn't get a sprite, but he gets a special voice. Of course it has. Heard your missus is on a trip, but who's this lovely young lady over here, eh? Chaz shoots me a stare as his eyes trail me up and down. I instinctively tense up and shuffle a little more behind Enix. She's a childhood friend of mine. Our families are pretty close. Introduce yourself, Spacey. Hello. Nice to meet you. Is it your first time in town? Oh, I sure it is, but hopefully it won't be the last from now on, eh? Where's everyone else? Oh, waiting for you lot in the back. I was out here for a smoke. Did you know this place has a karaoke lounge? What is this accent? I don't even know. I wanted to go with Australian and it became whatever the fuck this is. I don't know what it is, but anyway. Right, it's Chazbanian. That's what it is. As Chaz throws his arm around Enix's neck and leads him forward, he casts a secret look back at me and winks. A weird feeling nestles into the pit of my stomach, but I choose to not think too much on it and follow them. Boop. Look, the rocket's wearing a hat. As the night progresses, I meet and chat with Enix's foreign friends. We all hang out and go on various rides together, taking pictures and enjoying our time. Enix has the hat. It's a hat ring. But after a while, the group seems to want Enix's sole attention as they yank him from ride to ride. As much as I try to join in on their conversations, many of them revolve around events I wasn't around for during their semesters abroad. I find myself unable to keep up with much. Eventually, I end up trudging alone near the back of the group as I watch Enix enjoy himself near the front. Somehow, I can't feel sad at all as I watch him laugh and enjoy himself. Feels like high school all over again. As expected, he's still insanely popular with everybody, but he chose to hang around with us because why? He was always in love with us. That's what I'm running with. Mr. Prom King, baseball captain, and the yearbook's most voted all-around heartthrob is still out here swooning people. Guess I can't say much considering I was probably 80% of those anonymous votes, though. Growl. Crap. I think I drank way too much soda. I need to use the bathroom. Ferris wheel has a hat. I look over to call out to Enix. Oh, as I look over to call out to Enix, I pause. He looks completely caught up in his conversation with his friends, and I can't help but bite my lip. Nah, I shouldn't bother him over something like this. I'll just find the bathrooms myself. I think I still have the map the guide gave me when we came in. Alright, let's see here. Oh, I think they're next to the little plaza we passed earlier. Kinda remember where that is. Roller coaster's wearing a hat. As I silently take my leave from the group, I fail to notice another pair of eyes trailing after me. I can't help but rub my tummy as I exit out through the park bathrooms. The main wheel of the... Oh no, the ticket booth can wear a hat. There you go. Ferris wheel got one before. It can't quite fit on here without going through the trees. Anyway. The lamppost. You're right, the lamppost. Phew, much better. Now to head back. Hello there, gorgeous. Whatever that is. The foreigner named Chaz from before walks up to me from behind. He seems to have been waiting for me outside. Hello, Chaz. You surprised me there. Did you, need something from me? Well, if you're asking, I think I need plenty of things from you. Excuse me? I can't help but stop in my tracks as I realize no one else seems to be around the area. Suddenly, Chaz closes the gap between us and leans into my ear with a smirk. Spacey, was it? What do you say me and you ditch this lame joint and have ourselves some real fun, eh? No thank you. I'm not interested. At all. Now, if you'll please excuse me. Just as I'm about to walk past him, he forcefully grabs my hand and pulls me back. Playing hard to get, huh? Isla was right about you. This fucking gets me. What? Isla? What the fuck is that bitch saying about me behind my back? Oh, I'ma fuck her man. Spacey gonna get revenge. I'm gonna take her man, but I'm also gonna fuck her man. And he's gonna be my man. Bitch going down. Anyway. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, she told me all about you, you know. How you play all hard to get with the guys, but you're really a little temptress underneath. It sounds to me like she jelly because she knows her boyfriend wants me and not her, and...
I always knew you were in love with Spacey, but I made sure that you were dating me so she couldn't have you. Like, what the fuck? I wouldn't let either of you be happy if it meant I was miserable. Because she's a cunt, okay? That's where this is going. I don't know for sure, but I'm just taking a while. Look, she came across as not very nice, and this ain't making her look better. Chaz doesn't get to wear the hat. He's a dick. Judging by the way you're dressed, I'd say she was right, too. What, because I'm wearing a skirt? I'm a whore? Oh, fuck you, Chaz. Knee him in the balls, Spacey. My eyes widen at the shocking remark. She's more shocked that Isla's a cunt, but... What the hell? Why would Isla say these things about me? To people who don't even know me? Jealousy. Chaz chuckles as he inches closer toward me. I slowly take a step away from him, but my back soon presses up against a wall. Genuine fear begins to settle into the pit of my stomach. Fucking Chaz. His name is Chaz. That should have given it away. That's about as douchey as you can get without being Chad. Just saying. She told me you were interested in me too, you know. She mentioned you said all sorts of naughty things about me when you first saw my picture. It's becoming some kind of weird fucking Irish trash accent. I don't even know what's happening. I'm just letting it happen, so whatever. I can promise you now, it's a mutual feeling. I've never seen you before in my life, you creep! Oh, come on, angel face. You know that ain't true. I can show you a good time, I promise. Creepy laughter. Come on. That haunted house looks pretty empty and pretty dark. Make for a fun time, wouldn't you say? Let's go. No! Don't touch me! Just as his hand is about to reach out to grab me, another hand slaps his away, and a figure inserts itself between the two of us. And just what the hell do you think you're doing, Chaz? I breathe a huge sigh of relief when I see Enix, and that's when I notice his hands are balled up into fists. Yeah, don't touch his woman. Even though we're not dating, but he wants to be. Whoa, easy now, mate. I'm not here to cause any trouble.
was just joking around with her is all. Don't give me that shit. You know damn well you weren't joking with anyone. So answer me then. The hell were you doing? Enix manages to maintain his composure, but an evident layer of anger laces his tone as he takes a step forward and grabs Chaz by the collar. Chaz drops his volume as he raises his hands up slowly. Oi, relax, mate. No need for violence. It really was a joke, but come on. You can't keep all the good ones to yourself, right? You already have Isla, don't ya? Isla has nothing to do with this, and Spacey's not interested. Got that? Alright. I get the picture. No harm done, though, eh? Oh yeah, no, just being kinda sexually assaulty. Chaz chuckles and playfully shrugs before he releases himself from Enix's grasp and turns to walk away. He stops abruptly a few paces away from us and looks back at Enix with narrowed eyes. I sure wonder what Isla would think of this, though, seeing you so protective of another woman. Might cause a misunderstanding. Chaz narrows his eyes at me as he shifts focus between Enix and I. After all, last I checked, Spacey isn't your woman, pal. Again! I said this the first time. Spacey isn't your woman. So Enix is supposed to just ignore me while I'm being assaulted? No, Enix did the right thing. You shut the fuck up and you get out of here. Don't be a douchehole. As he says this, Chaz stalks out of the area with a frown. I can't help but look down, feeling a twinge of guilt as his words bite into me. Enix stays silent for a few moments before eventually turning around to face me. Are you alright? Yeah, thanks. You really saved me back there. If you're thankful, then don't go off doing that again, you idiot! Told you not to wander off and to stay close to me! Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this pissed me the fuck off. Really? You're victim blaming me? No! He does this quite a lot. I get it. I know after kind of reading, and I was like, oh, I was fuming. I'm not gonna lie. Are you fucking kidding me? But he does. He gets victim blamey a lot. And I don't like that because I feel like you're a better person. I'm still trying to convince myself and go with you're angry because something could have happened to me and that stresses you out and makes you worried, and then you're yelling at me because you were afraid. But that's totally the wrong fucking thing to do when someone was just fucking assaulted. And some of the shit he says after is he deserves a slap in the face to bring him back to reality and to stop being a dick about it. I can't help but blink in surprise as Enix turns his anger on me. Yeah, right? Excuse me? Hey, what are you yelling at me for? I was just looking for the bathrooms, Enix. Do I need to hold your hand for that too? I'm not a child you need to take care of, you know. Stop acting like one and listen to what people tell you. What? I don't understand why you're getting so worked up about this. And he's right, you know. I'm not Isla. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't need you looking after me. I mean, I kind of needed you to help me, but also that's because Chaz is a creep, not because I need help going to the bathroom. But he's victim blaming, and it's kind of douchey, but give him the benefit of the doubt. He's probably just misdirecting his anger, but still, holy fuck. Maybe admit you're wrong here. As the words leave my mouth, I instinctively grab the hem of my skirt and swallow hard. It pains me to admit it, but Chaz's words hit me right in the heart. And your point with that statement is? What? You're not Isla, but you're still my friend. Did you expect me to just sit there and watch a guy make unwanted advances on you? No, but I expect you not to blame me for it. Just because I'm in a relationship doesn't mean I toss my moral values aside. I thought you, of all people, knew me better than that. Enix, wait. I didn't mean it like that. They don't say things you don't mean, Spacey. With a cold tone, Enix turns his back on me and walks away. I'd fucking leave. I would 100% walk out of this park and make him fucking worry, and then he'd be calling me all night, and I would turn my phone off and make him freak the fuck out all night, and they'd be like, what? No, I made it, I'm fine. And then he'd freak out, and I'd be like, yeah, well, maybe don't victim blame me, asshole! I'm just a nasty person, so don't fuck with me. Oh, I'm terrible. I watch his retreating figure as an overwhelming sense of regret washes over me. Hands on the microphone. There's a fun little Easter egg in this. I'm sure you can see where it is. And if you've played the game, you already know. If you haven't played the game, what are you doing? How many times do I have to say this? Go sit in the shame corner. Go play the game. Anyway, but the first time I played it, I was like, ha ha ha, that's funny. But now I know. So anyway, throughout the rest of the night, Enix stays close to me, but we don't say a word to each other. Eventually, the group moves to the karaoke lounge where they start pouring drinks. I let out a small sigh as I watched the other members of the group laugh and sing wacky songs together. I turn over to look at Enix sitting next to me with a solemn expression on his face. Maybe I should just apologize. It's not too late to turn the night around, right? I turn over to reach out to Enix, but just as I do, the group that was singing all return to from the front to sit around us. This is so much fun! Woo! I'm totally tipsy right now! They don't get accents, they just get stupid voices. Okay, let's just get random. Me too! Hey, what do you guys say we play something else? Something a little more fun? Who's down for a truth or dare naughty version? Maybe we can put all these bottles to good use. What does naughty version entail exactly? Well, it's like a regular game of truth or dare, but this time if someone refuses to tell the truth or do the dare, they lose an article of clothing, starting with their top. They're drunk, so they're a little weird, right? A crowd of laughs and oohs chime all around the table, except from Enix, who merely sighs and shakes his head, and I would think us, because I'd be like, fuck no, I'm not taking off my top. I really don't see how this can end up being a good time for anyone. Okay, I'm just going to say what I said the first time that I play this. It would be a great fucking time for us if you lost your shirt, but also if you lost your pants, and we lost all of our clothes, and we were taking, and not with a group of people alone. You know what? So you're right. No, let's go back to my place and let's play this strip game by ourselves. No, I told you my mouse was gonna fall off. Damn it! Oh, I lost my hat. Ugh, fuck. Come on, Enix, don't be a party pooper. Live a little, man. I can't live a little. I lost my hat. I'm very sad now. Yeah, mate, we're all grown adults in here after all. A couple of drinks in us to boot. Oh, sorry. It'll be fun and totally hilarious, right, Spacey? Yeah, totally fun. No, I don't agree that we would say that. No, don't you dare. Sweet, maturity wins. Haha, let's play. I nod my head nervously and let out a fake smile, but shiver as I feel Enix shoot me a pointed look. All right, let's see who the first victim is. Here we go. I mean, you can see where this is going, can't you? As he spins the bottle, everyone intensely watches as it begins to slow down. It's not a surprise. Suddenly, the bottle comes to a complete stop. Right in front of me. Of course. Feel all the eyes in the room gravitate towards me as I gulp nervously. Ooh, Spacey, you're up first. Truth or dare? What should I say? Okay, I said dare the first time. I'm going to go with truth because then I can tell you what dare is. You already know because you played the game. Oh, look, this is going to become a running gag, but seriously, play the goddamn game. We're going to go, I want to see what truth is. Truth? Let's see here. What should we ask? Oh, I know! You gotta tell us who in this room you'd sleep with! I am not answering that question! Then lose that top, girl! Them's the rules! So if we did dare, it was give someone a sexy lap dance. You know what? Truth, who would you sleep with in this room? Nobody. I'm asexual. That would suck. Oh, I've already slept with Enix all the time. We sleep together all the time. Yeah, when we were kids. Like, actually sleep. You didn't mean have sex, right? Because I don't. I immediately regret my actions as a small crowd starts chanting my name. I close my eyes and bite my lip. I'm an adult. I agreed to this, so I will do this. I knew what I was getting myself into. Yeah, I didn't agree to this, though. You did, so I don't think I should have to take my top off, because I did not want to do this. He flashes to my face as I slowly close my eyes and begin to stand up. As I start slowly reaching for my top, a hand forcefully pushes me back down. I open my eyes to see Enix with a serious expression. Everyone's eyes widen as they watch him grab the bottle and point it at himself. I'll do it for her. Take my top off for me? With these words, Enix takes off his shirt in one fell swoop, revealing a set of chiseled abs and attractive features. Of course. All the girls in the room start squealing loudly, and the guys look away begrudgingly, knowing if they said something in protest, the girls would be at their throats. Like, hey, sexy. He's all embarrassed because he's sexy. I feel goosebumps emerge as I watch Enix casually sit back down, very shirtless, next to me. This is ridiculous. Breathe, Spacey! Breathe! This is the best game ever! As the game continues, more people end up doing outrageous dares or revealing too much information. Luckily, the bottle seems to avoid both me and Enix. As one of the guys tries to do a handstand on the wall as part of his dare, he accidentally hits the light fixture and everyone yells as it goes pitch black. I feel someone grab my hand as a familiar voice whispers in my ear. Come on, let's get out of here. As the group struggles to find a way to turn the lights back on, Enix and I secretly sneak out of the lounge and run off. Forgotten Dreams, Episode 4. The longest we've made so far is one whole chapter before we lost our hat, so we can't make one whole part. Jesus. Anyway. As we run hand in hand through the empty streets, I can only look up to the sea of stars above us and smile. The adrenaline rush coursing through me reminds me of simpler times when we had no cares in the world, only dreams. I look up at Enix to see a giant smile on his face as we run together through the town streets. We eventually stop, panting and breathless, near a bus stop. I sit on the bench holding my aching sides, and Enix breathes heavily, leaning on the frame. We slowly look up at each other and burst out laughing. A genuine laughter takes a hold of both of us for a few minutes. Think we lost him? I think we lost them a long time ago. You think they'll be mad we left without saying anything? Nah, they'll be fine. They're probably too drunk to notice. As we manage to catch our breaths, Enix sits down next to me. We share a silent moment together as we look up at the starry sky above us and breathe in the crisp night air. A cool passing breeze sends shivers down my spine as I rub my arms for warmth. A few moments later, I feel something soft placed over me. I look up to see Enix looking away, but his jacket now covering my shoulders. Smiling, I glance down and touch the jacket. Seconds later, I clear my throat as I sit up straight and turn around to face him. Enix, about earlier... Don't worry about it. His reply is curt. His gaze avoids mine. I furrow my brows as I try to press on. No, I just wanted to apologize. I said something foolish and without thinking. I'm sorry. It's not an apology I'm looking for, Spacey. This time he turns to look at me, an honest glint shining in his eyes. The sight leaves me breathless. He sighs. Just, would you please stop making me worry about you so much? And that sounds like a you problem. But, I was also attacked. It's not really my it's not really my fault here, and I think that's a you problem. So, not my problem, not my fault. This time, he grabs my arm and pulls me closer to him, his eyes now piercing into me. What would you have done if I hadn't been there both times? I swear, sometimes it's like you never think before you act. Okay. I'm just gonna say this. I get him being angry about the whole gonna take my top off in front of a group of people, and it's not more like, I don't think he's mad about that, like, oh my god, you're acting like a child, because all of his friends were doing it, right? It's more the, I don't want them seeing you naked. You know, I kind of feel like it's not their business to look at you. But the first part, both times, you're gonna... Again, you're victim blaming me, and I don't like that. I know that it's probably because it's a fear thing, and it's like you're overprotective because deep down inside you've probably always loved us since high school. I'm going with that, just makes me feel better about it, right? And it's probably been eating away at you, and you're kind of lashing out and blaming me for this, but I'm gonna need you to check yourself before I wreck yourself. Because nothing makes me more angry than the characters who are like, oh, you need me to take care of you and I'll protect you and I'm gonna put you in a cage for your own sake. No, I'm gonna nut punch you if you think that's gonna happen. I'm sure he's not gonna put us in a cage. He's not a Toma, right? But still, it starts with the, I need to protect you from yourself. And then it ends up with the cage. And I just don't like the characters who start out that way. Maybe never get to the cage part, but I still don't like that. Do not treat me like I'm a toddler. I'm not a toddler. You're pushing that line. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I am, like, I think you need to figure out what your problem is and stop taking it out on me. There's stuff that comes up a little bit later that I'm like, okay, maybe that it kind of explains why you're acting like a dick. But, like, I hope you fix that attitude, because if you always treat me like a toddler, I'm not going to enjoy his character. Because this is a moment where I'm like, yeah, no. Not feeling this. I don't like the characters who treat me like I'm too dumb to function, you know? Or the fact I hate when MCs act like they're too dumb to function. Oh, I need you to protect me. I like the, I was apologizing, but I don't know what I'm apologizing for because I was the one that was attacked, you dick. So, like, the fuck. But again, I think he's just being a little overprotective because he's in love with us and he just hasn't come to terms with that. And so he's being a little unreasonable right now. And hopefully he gets over it and we'll be okay. But those are just my thoughts. So anyway. You don't process the consequences of your actions before you do them. And then you find yourself in situations like those. I lower my gaze at his scolding, harsh tone. He keeps his eyes on me, but I'm at a loss for words. Fuck you is a good... Like, I'm sorry? Is not. No. No, we don't apologize for him acting irrational. You need to stand up for yourself. Again, I don't want your apology. He lets go of my arm and we separate slightly. I instinctively pull his jacket closer to me. Because it's one of my favorite things about you. So you're mad about me? See? Okay, this is what lends me to the... You're actually in love with me. He's like, God, it's because I love you. Okay, well, stop acting all crazy. Crazy. It's acting like a crazy chick. I don't know a lot of people who approach the world with such trust and compassion like you do. I'm sure if I heard the last part correctly, I turned to look at Enix, who's still staring at me with a steady gaze. He lets out another sigh at my incredulous expression, but this time it sounds different as he pats my head. Just try not to be such a damn trouble magnet, okay? Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, you know? Okay, Mr. Isaac Newton. Oh, wow. I'm actually surprised you knew that, given the fact you failed 9th grade basic physics horribly. Don't bring that up now, you jerk! You know Mrs. Rader had it out for me! As if. You were just that terrible. Probably robbed that poor woman of her sanity. I lightly slap his arm and watch his laughing face. A familiar heat secretly fills my cheeks. My heart throbs as it's done many, many times before this moment. In different places, in different times, but always for him. Only him. Until we do other routes. I miss our hat. I slump over my desk, barely awake in class. My eyes glance at the sun's rays coming in through the windows. Your real boyfriend. I didn't get any sleep yesterday either. And I have that stupid proctored exam today. Just wonderful. Hi, precious. I love you. I miss you so much. We'll get to your route. Probably the last one. We'll save the best for last, because I love you to death. I can't help but gulp as I watch my professor glance at his watch and then back up at the class. Alright, you may now turn over your exams and begin. I don't know what the voice I kind of had for him, but it's just Normsies, I guess. Best of luck to you all, and please remember to write down your student ID numbers at the top. Spacey! I feel like that was a dig at us, by the way. Without him saying it, it was a dig at us for the prologue. Later that day, I decided to visit my favorite cafe again. I sit by a window seat and I stare at my test score as it lies in front of me with my arms crossed. Maybe if I stare at it long enough, it'll just go away. I close my eyes in a meditative practice and focus my mental energy on making the piece of paper in front of me disappear. Crumbles up, throws away. After a few moments, I open my eyes. The paper is still there and my test score remains the same. A hot 32 out of 100. Damn. I knew I was going to do bad, but I didn't think I was going to do this bad. There's no way I'm going to pass that final. Should I just drop out now and attempt to save my grade point average? As I'm sulking over my terrible test scores, I fail to notice the cafe's elderly owner, Mr. Saul, coming over to me.
Good afternoon, Spacey. I come bearing a little gift. Here, this one's on the house for you today, for being one of my best customers.
Mr. Saul places a small latte with a cute design next to me before glancing over at my test score.
Oh dear, that's a pretty low score. Reminds me of my own school days. Because I went to school in 1932, and you got a 32.
Oh, just kidding. Aw, thank you for the latte, Mr. Salt. Whoops, I accidentally clicked and I did not mean to. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Oh, thank you for the latte, Mr. Salt. It really means a lot. And yeah, I did pretty terrible on this one.
No worries, my dear. Perhaps you should get someone to tutor you. It's important to ask for help when you need it.
A tutor? You know, that actually doesn't sound like too bad of an idea. Heaven knows I could use the help if I have any hopes of passing this class.
Well, you seem to be in good luck today. I see a potential tutoring candidate heading this way right now.
Oh, you know who it is, right? Really? Where? Who? As I look up to see who Mr. Saul is talking about, I catch the sight of Enix pulling open the cafe doors. Of course. It's his route.
Oh my god!
If Enix sees my test score, he'll kill me. This I don't like either. Okay, I know I'm probably reading it wrong, but he'll kill me. He's not your mom, and you're not 6. But the way he kind of acted before, with the whole like, oh my god, you get into trouble and I gotta protect you. You're kind of treating me like a toddler. And I'm not a fan of that kind of character. And then this, he's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill you? I feel like that's a poor choice of words. I feel like if he sees my test score, he's never gonna let up. You know what I mean? Especially considering what's gonna come up. Hold on. Like, I tremble in fear as I recall the bygone tutoring days of our youth. So, okay, this is what we're getting into. So, I feel like more like, instead of being like, he's gonna kill me, being like, he's never gonna let me live it down. Because this is now a flashback to him tutoring her and getting frustrated. And, you know, but he's gonna kill me kind of almost makes it sound more like he's your mom and he's gonna be disappointed. You're a grown fucking woman. And, like, yeah, sure, when your parents are disappointed in you, no matter how old you are, it's still like, damn it! But, like, your friend, I don't care if you're disappointed in me. You should be disappointed in me because I ran over someone and I did a hit and run and didn't turn myself in. Not because I failed a test. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's reasons people should be disappointed in you. Failing a test is not, like, one of, like, he's gonna kill me. So, I don't know. It could just be, like, worded weird. And also, I just have a thing where I hate the characters who treat me like I'm 6. And, like, I just kind of get a slight feeling like that here. I think it's just, he's overprotective, and I think he's always loved us and maybe just never said anything. And so he's just, it's a lashing out kind of thing because he's in denial. Like, okay, and maybe it's, okay, so you're going to calm the fuck down and not treat me like I'm 6, right? Oh, okay, it's just, you're handling your emotions weird. Fine. But if he's always going to keep treating us like we're 6, it's going to soil his character for me. Because I do like him. But I'm like 1 foot on the dock out of this ship, okay? With the kind of weird way this is going in this chapter in the last one. You know what I mean? Like, just like, I don't have a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's a little prickly right now, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, though. Because he's still beautiful, so like, anyway.
How do you not understand this, Spacey? Explained it to you 50 times already.
The look on her face. Wait for it.
You seriously got it wrong again? Are you even paying attention?
See face. I love it.
I'm gonna make you learn this, even if we have to do it 1,000 more times. Got it? Now listen up.
Same face. Look, some things I'm not good at just because you're fucking perfect. And I also, I mean, I get kind of maybe that she's like, instead of he's gonna kill me, like, oh god, if he sees it, maybe she means he's gonna kill me because he's gonna try to tutor me and his tutoring almost killed me because he's stressful as a tutor. Could mean that, but you know what I mean? It just kind of, again, I'm a little wary on how he's heading right now with that way he's been acting lately. So I want to say it's, like I said, he can't deal with his emotions and he's acting stupid for no reason, but so we'll see. I still like him, but I got one foot on the dock just in case I got to jump the fuck out of the ship, okay? Because if he starts going down that treating me like a toddler route, my ass is out. I'm out! I'm snapped out of my thoughts as Mr. Saul lets out a hearty laugh and motions towards the door.
Enix, my boy, welcome back! It's been ages since I last saw you in town.
It's good to see you too, Mr. Saul. You look great. I gotta admit, I'm really happy to finally be back home.
I'm sure you are. After all, there's no place like home.
Dorothy's gonna click her heels over here.
You know, Spacey and I here were just chatting about how she needs a tutor. Mr. Saul, wait!
Before he can finish his sentence, I quickly stand up and slam my hands on the table before pointing at the counter. Mr. Saul, I think there's a customer over there that's waiting for you.
Oh, I think you might be right. I'll be right back, kiddos.
As Mr. Saul leaves, Enix tilts his head and raises an eyebrow at me. What was it you were talking about again? What should I say? About you, about Isla, about beans. I answered this the first time I played, but I'm still going to answer about beans because it's funny. Nothing? Just, you know, regular stuff like, beans? Because it's so... Beans? It's exactly... Beans? That's why it's funny. Yeah! You know Mr. Saul loves to go off about his favorite coffee beans. Enix narrows his eyes at me more before shifting his attention behind me. So what's that paper behind you then? Paper? What paper? This paper? Oh, this is my, birth certificate? Enix suddenly looks up behind me and smiles. Oh, hey, Mr. Saul. You back so soon? He's back already? As I turn my head around, Enix grabs the paper I was hiding and brings it up to his face. I can feel the blood drain from my face as he stares at it for a few minutes before bringing it down and glaring at me. Are you serious, Spacey? 32? Explain this. And this, too. I think it's just the way it's kind of worded. It comes across like, explain this. Again, am I 12? Coming home and showing my mother a failed test? And she's like, explain this. No. So it just feels weird. And I don't... It's that prickly feeling. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I hope he fixes himself out and then we'll absolutely forgive him and be like, okay, he was just feeling crazy. But it makes me feel very iffy about him and I don't like that. I don't like feeling iffy about him this early on, but I'm not very good at math, okay? I'm much more of a liberal arts person. I mean, this is pretty bad, even for you. I heard from an old classmate that your university's going into finals next week. So what do you plan on doing? And then this is kind of normal conversation, so fine. It's just every once in a while there's like a line or something and you're like, just, what? What's happening here? I was actually thinking of dropping the class. I yelp as Enix slams the paper down on the counter next to me, his eyes twitching in anger as he glares at me.
Like hell you're dropping the class. I'm tutoring you. Starting tonight.
That look,
Don't give me that look or I'll sell your entire Miss Moon collection. Don't touch my Miss Moon collection, you fiend! How dare you!
And then get ready for some intense learning tonight. I'll be over at 8. God, why me? A soft moan escapes me as tears well up in my eyes. Enix, please, be gentle. You've done 2 math problems. 2. I hate math! It's not like I'm gonna major in any math-related fields anyways, so why do I have to learn it? Calculators exist! You're hopeless, woman. Completely hopeless. I'm serious. You're the one who wants to become a doctor now, right? Shouldn't you be off learning biology or something? He looks sad. Enix grows quiet, and I can't help but stare at him. He looks sad like the first time he mentioned the doctor thing. I swallow hard as I open my mouth to voice the thoughts that have plagued me recently.
Hi, what you doing, buddy? You gonna come snugs? I love it when you snugs.
That was my hand in the window. It freaked me out. I was like, what is that? Hey, Enix, can I ask you a question? Will you do another math problem if I answer it? Why did you choose to become a doctor all of a sudden? I didn't actually choose to, I guess. It just sort of happened. What? Enix sighs as he closes my math textbook and places it on the floor. He crosses his arms and looks up at the ceiling. Isla and her family, they kind of convinced me to go into it. My eyes widen as I listen to Enix's words. She knows I'm good with numbers and I like working with my hands, so she talked me into it. Her parents even said they could manage to fund my entire medical school tuition with a grant if I chose to pursue it. That's amazing. I remember that Isla comes from a very wealthy family of politicians and lawyers with strong connections to top universities all around the world. Our hat could be sitting on our corgi pillow right now, but it's just not. Or is it a Shiba Inu pillow? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's cute. Funding an entire person's medical school expenses might sound impossible for someone like me, but for Isla, it's definitely a possibility. She really is in an entirely different league than someone like me. My parents also seem really on board with the idea, as were my older brothers. Remember, he doesn't like being compared to his older brothers. At the mention of Enix's brothers, my eyes widen as a vivid memory resurfaces. I worryingly peer into Enix's face as tired eye bags stark a pale, exhausted complexion. Enix, are you sure you're okay? Isla and I are, well, we're worried about you. You study all through lunch and homeroom, you go straight to cram school after practice. Every time we invite you somewhere, you always say you're studying. I understand that it's important, but aren't breaks important too? I'm sorry, but I can't afford to take a break right now, Spacey. Finals are right around the corner. I have to get the top marks, just like my brothers. I won't ever hear the end of it otherwise. He's like always made to feel like he's not as good as his brothers. It's kind of sad. But Enix, your brothers are all in grad school. They're way older than you. You can't compare yourself with... It doesn't matter. Do you have any clue what it feels like to have everything you ever do criticized and compared to someone else just because they were born before you? Enix, no matter what I do, I'm never good enough. I'm not as good as my brothers. So if I ever hope to be, I have to catch up to them. One day, Spacey, one day I'll make a name for myself. You'll see it. I won't have to live in their damn shadows anymore. I'll be equally respected, equally recognized. But the only thing that ensures that future is hard work, so I can't afford to stop now. I'm sorry, I have to go or I'll be late. We're gonna get hit with some truth right about now, so... That's right, Enix has 2 older brothers. One is a successful lawyer, and the other is a renowned architect. His parents are also higher-up executives at a big company before they retired and moved away. Like, just in this general part, not like those exact lines, but coming up to, you know. He's always had big shoes to fill, being the youngest of such a notoriously successful family. It's fitting if you think about it. I mean, becoming a doctor would make me equally as respected as either of my brothers. Not to mention it's a practical career field with a good financial outlook in the coming future. Are you happy, though? Important questions. My voice comes out softer than I intended it to, but Enix still catches it. What? Don't get me wrong, this sounds fine and all, but would becoming a doctor like this really make you happy? Is this really what you want to do, Enix? Right here we go. Enix stares at me with an incredulous expression for a few moments before clearing his throat and looking away. Happiness doesn't always fit the mold. What? What is that supposed to mean? It means sometimes you can't always have things go your way in life. Sometimes you need to sacrifice happiness for other more practical outcomes. Enix, how could you say something like that? I'm not like you, Spacey. I don't have the freedom of just following my heart freely like you do. It's like this. So it's like, okay. So I think a lot of his issues... I think he has always loved her. Okay, I'm just hoping for that. I just feel like that's the thing. Not like it was always there. But he's always been compared to his brothers and always had to do things. And I think kind of be a jealousy thing. Because, like, we can do whatever we want to do. Like, we can live our life. And if we want to, like... It doesn't matter what we do. But his family has certain standards. And he has to live up to these standards. So what he wants to do wouldn't fit in their standards. So he's going and doing things that are making him miserable. But makes his family happy. But then we're over here being happy. And then he's kind of mad at us. And I think that... Okay, you love us, but you're also a little jealous of us. And so you're overprotective because you love us. So you're acting like a dick about it. But you're also a little jealous. So you're acting like a dick. So it's all just you. You have the problems and you need to work them out. And that's why you're being a dick. But... I mean, I'm just really hoping that that's kind of what it is. Is like, you need to... Once you accept yourself and you be you and you're happy and you find your happiness and you admit you love us, then maybe you'll stop acting overprotective and treating us like we're too dumb to function. I think that's like because I think he says something coming up that's more of the, all right, this is why you're acting like an ass sometimes. Some weird thing you got going on in your brain. But anyway. Suddenly a dark expression covers his face, one I've never seen before. Life dealt me a hand a long time ago when I learned how to play it. I'm afraid I also learned happiness isn't always guaranteed. You learn you want something more than anything, but sometimes in life, it just won't ever be yours. I really hope part of that is talking about us, but also your dreams. Like a little bit of both. Like we're part of your dreams. I just really hope that. My eyes bulge in disbelief as I hear him. I can feel emotions starting to shake through my voice. Enix, but... What about all those dreams you had? All the stories you used to tell me you wanted to bring to life when we were kids. I don't remember any of them. Even if I did, you just said it. They were dreams. That's all they were. A young kid's foolish, stupid dreams. But dreams can become reality if you work hard. No matter how hard you work, some dreams will never come true. Haven't you grown up and learned this by now? And that right there. Because we have dreams, and he was probably always told that those dreams he had were childish and stupid. So he's grown up, and the things that he still likes, he's fighting against love it. Even though earlier, did he not tell us, like what you like, Spacey, do whatever. Don't let people tell you it's stupid. That's dumb. But he's doing it to himself because his parents have told him that everything he loves is childish and stupid. But when we're doing it, he's like, no, you should be you. I can't be me. You should be you. But I think it's a jealousy thing, and I think he's got some issues. He needs some fucking therapy, okay? You need to go take your issues to a magazine. What? You got more issues than fucking National Geographic. You need to go work these out because you're taking it out on us. You know what I mean? Because I think it's like an envy thing. Like, we can be happy and free, but... And he wants to be able to do that, but there's that thing inside of him that's like, all your dreams are childish, and Spacey's childish, and she needs to grow up. And that's why he's treating us like a fucking toddler. Because he can't accept that, like, you know what? Sometimes maybe things aren't quote-unquote mature or adult according to some people, but, like, you can still like what you said earlier. You can like what you like, and it's stupid to let people judge you for it. You know what I mean? Within reason. But, you know. At Enix's relentless words, I feel something wet fall from my cheek. I touch my skin to realize it's a tear. Enix falters as he realizes I'm crying. He lets out a deep sigh and motions towards me. Spacey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... Get out. He lets out a deep sigh and stands up, placing my textbook on my table and turning his back on me. I'm glad she stood up for herself in this stance. It was like, I'm sorry. She's like, get out, asshole. Good for you. As I hear the front door close, a soft sob escapes my throat. I actually think this is where I had gotten. So I think everything that we've done so far, I've done before. I don't think I've done chapter 5. I don't remember. So we're going to start that in the next part, and maybe I'm pretty sure it'll be new to me. So exciting. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.